Kyle with Alley Cat Electronics. Recently did a remote start on a 15-16 Jeep Renegade Laredo. It was the model with the key start, so it was a flip key. And kind of doing this to kind of help you guys out more for a tech standpoint. This particular vehicle, Flash Logic offers a data module, but if you get in there and flash your module, then look at the wiring diagram, they have you cutting and splicing into a lot of things that I would prefer not to, is from an installer standpoint. And this key, it's a fairly expensive key. I went to the dealership, had a key made, programmed, had to order it, took a couple days to get. It was VIN specific. I think I had maybe $180 between the key purchase and the programming at the dealership. But you know, the Flash Logic unit, when you use that, what you run into is you're cutting all these wires and you remote start it, and as soon as you go to unlock the door, open it, it shuts it off, which in most vehicles it's probably not that big a deal. But if you saw how the Renegade's harnesses are, you don't want to cut these up if you don't have to. They're big plastic housings around the things, and you're gonna have to break or pull those covers off to get to the wires, and it's just not real ideal, I don't think, for the cost of the key and how simple this vehicle was to do with a regular unit and then a universal transponder bypass for the key. There was one ignition wire, one accessory wire, one start wire, so real simple. The thing has auto lamps, so I didn't bother doing any kind of parking lamps on it. The lights come on. I did a two-way remote, so the customer had confirmation on the remote that it was started anyway. But what I did, and the first part of the install, I went ahead and I figured the easiest place for me to grab brake shutdown would be just at the rear brake light, and that's what I did. And that worked good till I went to test it. And what I noticed was, as soon as you unlock the door, this vehicle actually pulses the brake lights to you know, let you know that you've unlocked the doors, and that is what shuts it down. So I'm assuming that's probably why Flash Logic says there's no true takeover on this. But what I did, I noticed that the third brake light didn't flash. So what I went ahead and did was, instead of running that brake wire to the actual rear brake light, I went up through the boot, located the wire for the third brake light, tied next to a loom that's in some soft tape. Got to be careful, that tube that wire's tied to is actually the windshield washer fluid tube. So vehicle takeover was correct after I did that. Didn't have to do any kind of disarm on this particular one. Just the transponder bypass. Keyless entry still worked correctly, so this is just a real straightforward, to me, a lot better situation than using the actual Flash Logic piece on this particular vehicle. Now you ask about other Jeeps, say like a Wrangler or a Grand Cherokee or whatever, most anything like that, use the Flash Logic pieces. They're cakewalk. This is a Fiat. This isn't a Jeep. If you have any questions maybe, or comments or suggestions, let me know. One thing that do keep in mind, if it's the push to start Jeep Renegade, there is a specific kit for it. It actually is more of a Chrysler based ignition system, but the key start's a Fiat based ignition system. So have a good day.